Since this Balthazar case came out with a lot of euphoria on social media, I've not made any video on it because, as you all know, for those who have been following me for some time, I'm not always into social media euphoria because as someone who produces sound videos, I don't get carried by what everybody's, all the noise. And if I'm coming up today, it's because I feel that there is something that we must learn from what happened recently. As you may not know, for some of you who may not know, the case was taken to court after the videos. And some few days ago, the Supreme Court discharged and acquitted him. Even though he's still in prison, because remember, the case of the sex was not actually what took him to prison. What took him to prison was an investigation related to an accusation of him siphoning money from Equatorial Guinea to some banks in other countries. So he's still in prison. But the case that was brought upon against him for the sexual relationship with numerous women has been discharged because the court discovered that none of the women were minors and none of the women were forced. And this has also created a lot of other issues with the women because it appears that some of the women were married women, and so their husbands, some of their husbands, it is alleged, have engaged divorce procedures to divorce these women who were seen in video with Balthazar, the big man, as it is called, the syndicate leader. Now, to these men who have engaged legal divorce with their wives, I have a message for you. My message is simple. In John chapter 8, when a woman was brought to Jesus on the basis of adultery, I beg your pardon, Jesus said to the people, let he who is without sin be the first to throw a stone at her. And no one did. Everybody went back, leaving the woman alone. And Jesus said, go and don't sin again. I think if it is true that these men have engaged divorce procedures against their wives, I usually will not want to talk against divorce, because I myself am a divorcee, and I don't hide that. I divorced my ex-wife, though I've not gotten married again, but I'm a divorcee. So sometimes it's difficult to talk about divorce when you yourself, you are a divorcee. But what I want to tell them is that, you see, the fact that a man had sex with your wife does not make him own that woman. If you understand the way sex happens, then you will not divorce your wife because another person slept with her. It is true, we'll hear on social media where everybody will say, no, if you catch your wife sleeping with another man, you should divorce him or her. But come to think about it, how many women have you yourself as a man have slept with without actually having a feeling with them? It's just like eating in a restaurant because you're hungry. We must also understand that not everybody can control his or her sexual urge. And so having sex with a man does not necessarily mean the woman does not love you anymore or is no more attached to her marriage. It can be as a result of an error. And then, I am not that kind of person that will tell you that because you see your wife sleeping with another man, you should divorce him. Oh no, I will not do that. Because marriage is more than sex. Marriage is about building something with someone. And if that person happens to commit an error, which is sleeping with another man, and you go ahead to divorce that man, that woman, it means you are not serious. And I will call it an act of, like we say in French, ce sont des lâches. I would expect these men to stand up now and take back their wives and correct their own errors. Because if these women went to sleep with Balthazar, the men cannot discharge themselves completely. They should also look on themselves. Are they that clean? No, they are not. Because if they were giving these women what these women need, I do agree that there are a lot of men who don't take their women's sexual pleasure as their responsibility. And I can speak for the truth that if you can give your woman the sexual pleasure she needs, the chances of her going outside to sleep with another man is very reduced. I watched some of those videos and I can tell you that those women were not having what Balthazar was giving them in their homes. And now, instead of you guys standing up to correct your errors, take back your wives, you say you want to engage divorce. You are the most foolish people. Because there are a lot of you who can't swear. If Jesus was to stand in front of you now and say you want to divorce this woman because she slept with another man, do it if you know and if you are sure you've never slept with another woman. I'm sure you will withdraw those divorce cases. Don't let social media attract you. Don't let social media derail you from reality. A woman sleeping with another man is not enough for you to send her out. It's not enough for you to divorce her. But you can rebuild. After all, the other woman you're going to bring, are you sure you're the only one that would have slept with her? When you met her, she must have had ex-boyfriends, and you knew it. So why are you doing now as if she's sleeping with another man makes her less of a woman? So please, sit up and receive sense. I wish I would have done this video in Spanish, but I'm still learning Spanish. But I believe that it will reach them because I will also do a French version of this video. God bless you.